Madison Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Illinois Huskies, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Dukes will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Coming out with it, it's Cook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies offense will get the first crack at it here. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years. How to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that,
got a lot of room to the right. He's inside the 40, past the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the James Madison Dukes offense has its first opportunity of the day. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched.
Fuck, it was a fucking... Come on, man.
Covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
He's way better.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Petty. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, Nick?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Quarterback keeper. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's got 42 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains.
We move fast shit for a team that ain't got that many fucking plays.
Back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
Then how people get getting hurt. Fucking over.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Bring in the heat.
What the fuck y'all doing? Y'all just looking at it.
Back at the 8-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball down.
Yeah, this nigga fucking you right there beside me.
And it was breaking down quickly. There were
He
just
get hit.
too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Under fire.
Hey,
and the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. Looking for room at the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down.
Why does the nigga jump to catch that?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defense.
Fucking horrible, bro. How are we not open at him?
Attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Dukes! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's got it down the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help the defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Handoff to the single back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his
Oh, he's out of bounds.
Given ability, put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down. Already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
He now has 53 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
just how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got...
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. This late in the half, you're behind.
He's still hungry.
To create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Clark. But I'm trying to put some points out right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's cooked. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. At the end of the second quarter, that means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeport Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Running into the open space. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Dukes are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And it's been more of the same in the second half of this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
From a couple of yards, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Dukes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Dukes! Fit it in the window for the score.
And Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The little toss to the fullback there didn't get big yardage, but it does let the defense know they can't ignore it.
Dang right. It's a changeup. It's not going to be something I live with and do all the time and try to feature him out of the backfield, but if I can slip him the football every now and again and deter you from blitzing and assuming run when the fullback's always in the football.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout.
We're in the same play again.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
We didn't know he's slow.
The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Same play you heard earlier. Same play. One day. Cross around. Only 2 people going out.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the tailback. He's out past the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Oh, my.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
I'm on
Got
it,
to
run.
Touchdown, Huskies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Coastal Carolina was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Conway. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. The throw. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Line is set on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Unloads quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quick strike complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked
Oh,
up.
and it tips right to him. He ain't know what it's doing. Man, he's about to pull away from him. He's way faster. Tips it right to him. So good. I thought that was something. This nigga ruined their ball.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.